Let me hit you with this. Every time you buy something labeled Made in China, you might be funding forced labor, counterfeit goods, environmental destruction, and even Western enemies. Sound dramatic? I wish it were. But after digging into the data, the scandals, the leaked documents, and the economic strategy behind China's rise to becoming the world's factory, I realized the truth. Made in China isn't just a label, it's a warning. And today, I'm pulling back the curtain on the 9 dirty secrets the CCP doesn't want the world to see. Let's get into it. Secret number 1. They buy sanctioned oil from Iran to keep prices low. Most people think China got rich through hard work and cheap labor. What they don't see is this. China quietly breaks global sanctions to slash manufacturing costs. In 2022, China was importing 870,000 barrels per day from Iran, despite US and UN sanctions. And they weren't honest about it. They disguised Iranian oil as Malaysian or Omani crude using shuttle tankers and forged paperwork. Why? Because if you're running chemical plants, plastic factories, or textile mills, cheap oil is your secret weapon. While Western companies pay market rates, Chinese exporters are powered by dirty deals. Their hidden subsidy allows Chinese factories to enjoy artificially low energy costs, while Western competitors play fair, creating an uneven playing field and quietly undermining sanctions enforcement. Secret number 2, forced labor and human rights abuses. For example, millions of garments labeled Made in China are tainted by forced Uyghur labor from Xinjiang, where detainees work in cotton fields and textile factories under coercion. Investigations showed that over 1 million Uyghurs have been detained in re-education camps and forced into labor programs, supplying cotton and textiles to major brands. Before the backlash, brands like Nike, Adidas, H&M, and Uniqlo were sourcing from Xinjiang. And once they spoke out about the unethical forced Uyghur labor in Xinjiang, boom, blacklisted. In China, their apps disappeared from Chinese phones. Their stores were boycotted by nationalistic mobs and state propaganda. This is modern slavery, hidden under the fabric of your shirt. Secret number 3, state subsidies to kill global competition. Let me be blunt. China doesn't play fair. It cheats the global system. The Chinese Communist Party pumps billions into select industries, allowing firms to undercut foreign rivals until they collapse, and then dominate global markets. The solar industry destroyed. US solar firm Solinga bankrupt. German solar giant Q-Cells crushed. Why? Because Chinese firms were flooded with government subsidies, allowing them to sell panels below cost, lose money, and still survive. Now they dominate the global market. Same thing is happening with electric vehicles. BYD get billions in subsidies, free land, zero interest rate loans, and government contracts, while Western automakers fight uphill battles. Secret number 4, weaponizing nationalism to bully consumers and foreign companies. Now this one is personal. I remember watching Chinese state media turn everyday consumers into economic soldiers. When foreign companies criticize China or take ethical stances, the CCP unleashes waves of online nationalism, pressuring consumers to ditch foreign brands and buy only made in China. They told people, if you love your country, don't buy Apple, buy Huawei instead. And people listened. When H&M dared to question Xinjiang labor abuse, it was erased overnight from all Chinese apps. Poof, gone. When Nike and Adidas raised concerns, nationalist influencers burned their shoes on camera and launched campaigns with hashtags like support domestic, boycott the West. It's not patriotism, it's coercion. Even Japanese brands weren't spared. In 2012, anti-Japan mobs vandalized Toyota dealerships. Even sushi restaurants were targeted. The message is clear. The CCP uses nationalism not as patriotism, but as a weaponized royalty test, punishing foreign companies and pressuring locals to consume made in China goods, not out of preference, but obedience. Secret number 5, IP theft and forced technology transfer. China's manufacturing edge has long relied on intellectual property theft and coercive joint venture rules that forced foreign companies to hand over their crown jewels. Tesla, GM, Siemens, all of them played this game. Meanwhile, Chinese hackers stole everything, from Boeing jet engines to military blueprints from US defense contractors. In the US, 80% of economic espionage cases involve China. And guess what? Those stolen secrets become made in China too. Cheaper, faster, and now backed by your stolen R&D. Secret number 6, environmental destruction behind the low prices. Made in China often means produced in environmental hellholes where laws are ignored, rivers run black, and cancer rates spike, all to keep costs low. You ever wonder how that $3 gadget from China got so cheap? It's not just labor. It's because they dump toxic waste into rivers, pump fumes into the air, and poison entire communities, all to save a buck. In Hebei and Shandong, leather tanning factories discharge heavy metals into the groundwater. People living nearby, cancer clusters, infertility, dead livestock. And those factories are making gloves, belts, and boots for Western brands. In China, pollution is part of the business model. Secret number 7, slave-like labor in China's prison factories. China quietly operates a vast prison labor network, producing goods for both domestic and export use, often under brutal, forced conditions. In 2019, a Tesco customer in the UK found a plea for help inside a Christmas card, allegedly made in Qingpu prison in Shanghai, where inmates claim to work up to 14 hours a day with no pay. That wasn't an isolated case. China's Laogai system, meaning reforms through labor, still exists today. They just renamed it under euphemisms like vocational training. Toys, decorations, tools made by prisoners who don't get paid and can't refuse. And those products are exported. Secret number 8, counterfeit products and fake components. China is the world capital of counterfeits, from fake Gucci bags to life-threatening fake semiconductors. China is the epicenter of global counterfeiting. Even the US military was compromised when fake Chinese semiconductors ended up in missile systems and aircraft. They look real, They perform until they fail. We're talking toxic baby formula, lead-filled toys, and bootleg chargers that catch fire. In 2020 alone, over 83% of global counterfeit goods seized came from China. It's not a bug, it's a business. Secret number 9, fake certifications and product safety flawed. To pass the customs and quality checks, some Chinese exporters forge product safety certifications or bribe inspectors to allow unsafe goods onto global shelves. Let me take you back to 2008, the melamine milk scandal. To fake high protein levels, dairy producers in China added melamine, a toxic chemical, to baby formula. 300,000 babies in China were poisoned, 6 died. Then came the 2018 vaccine scandal, where hundreds of thousands of children received faulty vaccines from Sanctioned biotech. Parents across China protested, but the company received minimal punishment. Why? Because in Chinese economy, safety is optional if it gets in the way of profit. So next time you see Made in China, ask yourself, what is the real cost? It might be cheaper at the register, but you're paying for it in national security, human rights, environmental damage, and stolen jobs. And the people who suffer most often are not in China. They're your workers, your neighbors, and children playing with toys laced in lead. I'm not saying boycott everything. I'm saying wake up. Because behind the low sticker price are 9 dirty secrets that are reshaping the world. If you find this video eye-opening, hit the like button, share it, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what shocked you the most about Made in China. And if you want more brutally honest breakdowns like this, you know what to do next. I'll see you in the next video.